This time it won't. This time it won't happen like that. All right. So this time it will be proper. Last recording it was total failure. Yeah. No, first time is always failure. All right. So we're going here. Yeah. So I'm just running this also once. So we are sorting the points. P of x equal to sorted points. P of y is nothing but the same points. Okay, they are not. Is it already sorted or nothing is happening there? Okay, they are also sorting it based. Yeah, P of y they are sorting it based on the uh, the second point, second value, the tuple. So is it clear until this point? And where
Yeah.
Mahi, Ravina, everyone, Subramanyam. If you guys have any doubt, you can ask. Stop in between.
So that P of X,
Repeat
so
which line?
is it from the 51?
Line
Is
number.
it like the first element or they are sorting according to first element?
Correct. Correct. You wanted to see it?
That no, no, it's okay, sir.
Okay. So fine. Then I am just doing that. So it's sorting based on the first element and the second element. Actually, I have done it. I think last time itself we are trying to do it. See, x and y I have printed. Fine. So we are returning rounded again. We saw this last time also. Minimum distance rec, I think, whatever, px and py. We are passing the two lists. Basically, px is nothing but the sorted based on the x-axis. Py is nothing but sorted based on the y-axis, and we are asking it to round it based on. I mean, round it to two decimal places. Correct. So let's go to the minimum distance function. Okay.
So that REC stands for recursive, I believe. Yeah.
Where, bro? Line number?
Yeah. This method name, there is this minimum distance REC rec. So that recursive, it is for
Okay,
recursive
okay.
actually.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Thanks for that. Yeah. So we are putting the two lists, right? So S is going to be the length, like it's length of P of X or P of Y, both are fine. Okay. So next, these two, I mean, let's explore these four lines. So if S equal to 2, if you have only 2 points inside of the list, okay, the distance is easily, you can compute the distance, right? Now we are calling the distance of this thing. So where do we have the distance function? Here. So the what Euclidean distance. I think this is okay, right? Like everyone should be able to do this. Root of x1 x2 minus x1 the whole square. Guys, okay. I think no one is understanding.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not getting what is
It's
happening.
clear, sir. It's clear, sir.
Uma, are you not? You told you're not getting, huh?
Yeah, yes is equal to that S. What is yes? I'm not getting.
S
It's
is
just a
nothing
length.
but the
It's
length of
asking
P
me
of X.
variable. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, got it.
Okay. So is it okay now? I mean, if it is two
Yeah,
things,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
If it
you're
is two,
calculating.
you have taken three, so that is done.
Huh. If it is three, the number of iterations is like 0 and 1, 1, 2, and 2, 3. Like the distance calculation is
Yeah,
very easy. You're finding the minimum of the 3 points.
yeah.
Okay. So if it is not the case, if you have more points, then you need to do more calculations, right? The number of combinations present, right? So in order to not to do such a complications, so they are using this recursive thing, just like Afnan told. Okay. So m is going to be the half of s. So I think as far as I remember, we sent in six points, right? The length of PTS was, I mean, S was 6. So and m is going to be 3 in this case. All right. So QX is going to be the uh, okay, the sorted based on the x-axis. Okay, whatever we have, the first three elements present in the left part, left 3 points. Okay, RX is going to be right 3 points. Is that fine, Uma, Ravina, Mahi, are you able to follow?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. So x are equal to or x of 0, 0. All right. So minimum x value in Rx. So this is gonna give us the whatever the minimum value we have here. Right? So in this case, it is 1 comma 4. Rx is going to be the lowest value in. Let's print. Shall I print it and see?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Print XOR. Okay, I'm gonna run this. Huh? Okay, it's 0 0, right? I mean, where was it? Yeah, Rx of 0 0. Uh, okay, what's happening here?
Sorted, sir, then it will become at that close.
Correct. Sorted, Ravina. So,
We can print Rx, we can find, I think. This is the point, right?
mhm. So what was Rx?
It's a set of that next half, no, divided
Okay, okay,
into
rightmost thing. Okay, so that means
yeah,
it's going to be the middle part. I mean, the fourth element, fourth largest element in the list.
first point of Rx, I think, right?
Sorry,
The first point of the Rx.
first
Left
point
side,
of the
see?
Rx. Correct. So what is Rx? So before that, I'll print this also. So basically, X and Y. Okay. So this is based on the X-axis, right, Uma?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This is based on
Yeah.
y-axis.
Q. This is QX and this is RX,
Yeah.
right? So if you see, QX is the left 3 points and RX is the right 3 points. All right. So I'll copy these also just for a reference. So if we paste it there, it will be easy for us to see. Okay. So this is what the PX is. So now are we able to see RX? RX is nothing but the last four values, right? So of the RX, you are taking the zeroth tuple and the zeroth point. So basically, we are taking the closest point, which is very closer to the middle point, right? Then basically the next point, which is to the middle line. Uma.
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
think
good.
this part is a little confusing for me also. So let's see.
Huh. At least until this line, are you guys able to? I mean, are you guys
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Because I'm not sure whether the vertical line is XR or this is closer to X. That I'm not
We are
getting.
just taking the point as of now. Okay, we are just taking the
Okay.
point.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So similarly, we have QY and RY. Okay, I don't know what.
Excuse me, sir, I also have a doubt here.
Yeah, please.
Like, this closest point is 20 here with that vertical line. And the lecture professor said we have to take the 15 closest point
Let's
behind
go
that
and see now.
comparison.
Yeah, let's go and see here now what is happening in the code. Even I don't know what is happening in the code. Ravina.
No, in the lecture, I was confused why they take only 15
Yeah,
points.
I'll
Like,
let's explore that. Okay, first we'll explore the code. We'll come back
yes,
to that point. Okay, even I had to discuss that. All right, why we are taking the 15 boxes. Got it, Ravina?
yes, sir.
Okay. So any doubts in this particular place? Okay. So we have some two lists, which is QY and RY. Just like how we have QX RX, we have some QY RY. Okay. What is this? For P in PY. So what is PY? PY is the points in right hand side. I mean, sorted based on the y distance. Right, Uma? This is what the PY is.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. So I'm gonna put it here. So for P in PY, if absolute value of uh, P of 0, so P of 0 is this point, correct? I think. No. I think P of 0 is 20 because P is referring to the whole tuple. So, and instead of the tuple, you are taking the 0th place. Mahi, are you able to follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Good. Anwar, like Afnan, everyone is able to hear, right? Because usually it will be other person explaining. I won't never explain.
No, sir, I didn't get it. Like, why it's only 20, why not 20 and 1?
Why it is? Repeat. What is your question?
So, why it is 20, why it is not 20 and 1?
Okay. See, PY is going to be the whole list. Am I right, Ravina? Ravina, hello.
Sir, I got it, sir, I got it.
How did you get?
Like it's for each loop for P in Py, that is P is the element in that list.
Correct.
So we are taking the zeroth element of that particular tuple.
Uh-huh. Exactly. That's your right. You're perfect. Okay. Fine. So hope you understood. Thanks for that. Okay. So now we have P of 0 is 20. 20 minus XOR. What is XOR? By any chance did we find? Okay, wait a minute. I think we should
We
be.
printed, no, it's 20.
Yeah, I think we missed it. We missed these lines. Uma.
No, no, we printed, right? We printed XR. Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah. So actually we are supposed to be in this line. I went a little bit down. I'm sorry for that. Yeah. So for P and P of 0 is less than XOR. What was XOR? We printed XOR
20, 20.
20. Okay, fine. Yeah, 20 is nothing but this point. Okay. So if that is less than that point, Q dot append of P. Okay. Else R dot
We are
Y dot
dividing
append of.
now the points depending on XR, I think, right?
So now let's see. Now let's print this
Yeah.
and see.
Points less than XR goes to the QI. Points greater than XR goes to the left, right side.
Okay. I think this is it. So I'm just copying the Q and R by. Here, right. Okay. So what are we saying here? Yeah. So QI is nothing but all the points which is less than 20, right?
Yeah.
And QX is going to be all the points which are like the greater than or equal to 20. That's fine.
All are based on X coordinate, right?
Huh. Still it's on X coordinate only. I can see that is what is there.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because we are comparing with XR.
Huh. And we are also comparing. It's because X coordinate because of P of 0 basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So fine. It's okay. Okay. Hope until this point everyone is clear. I think right.
Yeah.
We'll go further. All right. We have all the values we have plotted it. I mean, we have put it into the code, so it will be easy for us to find out. Okay. So after, okay, is this a function? No, it's not the function. So then this line is getting called. So delta, we are calculating delta. So what is delta? Delta is nothing but the minimum of. Okay, we are doing a recursive call of ching ching and ching ching. Okay. QX QY. So what is QX and what is QY? QX is basically the left 3 points. Come on, I think these are the QX, right?
Yeah, yeah. And QI will be based on, I think,
I'll
what?
show a plot. I'll plot it and show you. Are you having any question? You want to say something?
No, no.
Okay. So this is QX. Okay. And the QY equals. Hmm, so here it is. Right. This is what QY is. Let's visualize this on C. Right. Okay. We have QY, and then that. Okay. Let's see this. So what have we done? So we have all the points, and what is this? Okay, we are calling minimum distance recursively. Okay, this is based on the x-axis and this based on the y-axis. Recursively calling it. Okay, now this is 3 points, right? Uma, let's. Okay, so what we'll do is
It's the
we
same points, no?
no. I'll come to you. So that's where I told this on that day itself that they are going to compute it recursively, but that time was not appropriate. Okay, now see, now we are calling the minimum distance recursive for qx and qy. Okay, what did you say? It was same. What do you mean by same, Uma?
It's
This was the
not
one
same,
comma.
sir.
No, this is the 1,4, 1,4.
That's right.
No,
But the left hand side is basically sorted based on the x axis. Right hand side is basically sorted based on the y axis.
Yeah. When you plot it, will it not be the same points?
Sorry.
When you plot it, all will be
Um,
the only 3 points, right?
Correct. Does anyone know how to plot a list? Like, I mean, I just want to plot all these points. Does anyone know how to do that?
No, even those 3 points in QA also the same set, right? So the points will be the same. I don't know how it is.
It's not about the points, Uma. So you remember, like the first time we called the minimum distance this. So we the points in P of x and P of y are both the same points. Points are the same. Okay, but px is nothing but the sorted based on the x-axis. Py is nothing but sorted based on the y-axis.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you can see at the top, so 1 comma 4, 2 comma 15, and 3 comma 11. Right? Is that what? Yeah, that is what is there. Okay, and on the y-axis, so they are taking 1 4, 311, and I think it's whatever, what, 215. Okay, so that's what. Let's plot this and see. What do you guys suggest? This is one point. Okay, I think this is plotting it, right? See, they are taking the points and plotting it. So I'll just copy this. We just need to pass it like this. Hmm. Ah, okay. So x points they are giving it separately, and y points they are giving it separately. That's interesting. We don't need to plot so many things. So can you, Uma, can you just tell me what are all 1, 2, 3, 20, 21, 40? So these are all the x coordinates, right? Here.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you just tell me the y coordinates also if you don't mind, please?
Yeah. 4, 15, 11. Oh, sorted order, you need.
Yeah, it's fine. So it's fine. I think the same order. See, 1, 4, 2, 15, 3, 11. Okay. That is what is happening. Okay. So let's confirm that. Let's confirm the picture if the picture is fine, correct or not. So these are the points, right? So we have a 0, and for 1, 4, we have the point. I think it is correct.
Yeah.
Then for 2, we have 15, and 3, we have 11. I think this is correct, right? Plot is correct. Uma.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. Now since the plot is correct, I'll just take it to the paint. So whatever theory you guys have understood is also going to change, because when we look into the code, you will understand more. Okay. So Uma, coming back. So for this QXQI, so initially we passed everything into the code and we got three list recursively. We have to compute it again, right? So we got the QX and QY. I'm just gonna take these points. Basically, QX and QY are basically the same. So 1, 4, 2, 15, and 3, 11. Can you tell me what are they? It's this part. Oh my god, where is it?
Left part.
It's basically these 3 points, right?
Yeah.
I think that's right. So and the left hand side you are passing these 3 points. Okay, Uma.
Yeah.
So and then the second function is easy because qx and qy, the length is 3, right? So since it's 3, it will easily calculate like this. You get my point here?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it's gonna compute the minimum distance among these points. Okay, so the left hand side will return us the distance here, distance of this. On the right hand side, I don't know which looks closer. I think this looks closer, right? Ma?
Yeah, I think so. It's only 20. No, no. The vertical point will be smaller, I think. You check the height, this
Okay,
is 20 points away. So the upper is only 14.
that's correct. So here it is at what position? So I
Small,
think
small.
it is at 1, 1 comma 20 comma 1. Okay, and this is 21 comma 14.
14 must be, yeah.
It's massive. So I think this is okay. And even just looking at this, see, I have to draw a longer line for this to connect this. So, hey, until this point, is there anyone else having any doubt, guys? Hello.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Mahi, Nishkash, Afnan. I want some. I
Yes,
want
sir.
some sound here. Make some
Yes.
noise.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no. Right.
Are you sure that you don't have any doubt?
That's not.
Okay, there is nothing much in this code, at least we can say. So Uma, what is happening next is nothing but, so whatever you're calculating, so this will return us the, this is going to give us the minimum, the left line, the minimum distance is going to be, let's say this is going to be 4. Okay, Uma,
Yeah.
for example, and let's say this is going to be 20 and 40, right? Let's say ideally it's going to be 20 again. Okay, ideally it might be, it is more than 20, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this function for the left hand side we'll get 4, on the right hand side we'll get 20. So minimum of that it is going to be what?
4 then. So, yeah.
4. Okay, so shall I print delta and see?
Yeah.
Uh, Print delta. Okay, it's 4.12 approximate minimum value. Okay, okay. I think this is a little bit more and more confusing for you guys. Okay, uh, is it confusing for everyone?
No, no, and up till this point, it's okay.
Up to that point you're okay, right? So coming to the lecture, okay, just like how Ravina told, okay, so I want you guys to be clear what is happening. Okay, so first what is happening is, so all the points are there. Okay, so we are going to take the left hand side, whatever is left hand side we are going to take it, and the right hand side whatever is there we are going to take it. Okay, we are basically dividing the whole list into two. Is that fine? Okay, so now see, Uma, you tell me the workflow. Last time you guys were telling it wrong. So I want to correct you guys. Tell me what you know so I can correct you.
This Q, yeah, is divided into QX and QY, right?
Sorry?
I'm not
Huh.
sure.
So there are, we are divided this list into two. Then we will find out the minimum point in this.
Among the, yeah,
We'll
and the
find
right
out.
hand side also minimum point among these.
That's correct. Okay.
And
So
then we are comparing the crossing edges, whichever it is
uh-huh.
minimum among the crossing.
Okay. So Uma, the thing is the thing which,
No, sir.
okay, yeah, Ravina.
No, Uma is saying wrong.
Exactly. She's
Yeah,
saying
yeah, I
wrong.
don't know that. So you can
Yeah.
correct it, yeah.
Come on, Ravina, you corrected. What is right? What is supposed to be right?
Sir, I don't know how to explain it, but I know Uma is wrong.
But
Because we won't be deducting whole cross. We just have to look that delta distance in between Q and R. And that point which lies in that delta distance, we have to calculate the minimum distance, somewhat like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. I'm talking about after the delta. This is the delta part. Whatever the points we have plotted, we are plotting inside delta only.
Yeah,
no,
then
no.
as the points are sorted, so we won't calculate the later on distance. We have to just move forward and we will calculate the minimum among them, something like this.
Okay, okay. So that is also kind of. Does anyone else know how it is? I mean, you guys are like, I'm going to give you guys 70 score. It's not 100% perfect. You guys are 70% near to the answer. Okay, Afnan, do you remember? Do you know?
No, that part only is something which
Okay.
is like still
So
unclear how it.
I see. If there is a doubt, if you guys are more interactive, it will be really happy for me. Okay. So Afnan, may I take you as an interactive partner, if you don't mind,
Yep, you can.
please? Huh? So okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So look at
So
this. So
there's slight background noise. I hope that you're not able to hear that.
is it okay now?
Are you? No,
Whose
no,
background
from
noise?
your
You
side.
have a
Just
background noise, no?
asking.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
There's no background noise from your side. It's clear.
All
Super.
right, sure, sure, sure. All right.
Right. Okay. So
So I may be muting in between if there's some noise, and then I'll be continuing from there. Okay.
no, like if I'll let you know if there is a background noise. So far
Sure,
it's
sure.
clear.
All
It's
right.
not clear.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay, good.
So Afnan, consider that your this is okay. Tell me what you know. So just like how what Uma told us, we have all these points. You're gonna divide it into two, right? And you're gonna find out the closest distance between on the left hand side, distance between the right hand side, and then there is this some region which is the boundary region, delta region. Correct, Afnan?
Yes, correct, correct.
Okay. So, what is this concept we are looking at? We are looking at divide and conquer strategy, right? So,
Yeah.
so there is some division and conquering which is going to happen here. Okay,
Yes, yes, of
that is
course.
what people are missing here, Uma and Ravina. Okay, so how do you compute this? How do you compute like? Let's say that I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Okay, so Afnan, consider that you are having 10,000 points in this. Okay, so
Okay. Mhm.
considering if you just divide a line like this, okay, and we are talking about reducing the complexity, right? Huh?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Exactly. So if we have 10,000 points, okay, the right hand side we have 5,000, for example.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't have a pen here.
Assuming that we have divided in
Two.
between only, then
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah. So 5,000 on the right, 5,000 on the left. So still it's gonna be complexity is going to be huge, right? After.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay.
sure, sure.
So how
Because
do
even the sub problem has a larger complexity.
exactly. I'm just talking about 10,000 points. You should know how big the point is, right? I mean, usually
Correct,
it is
correct.
like in terms of millions and billions, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Huh. So
Large graphs, I mean, large, let's say, large maps or something like that, then we'll have lots of points there.
exactly.
Image processing or similar things,
Huh,
right?
huh, huh, exactly. So what is happening is that here is where the division is occurring now. Okay. So this 5,000 point, just now. So this consider that this is the whole bigger picture. Yeah. Um, so this is 10,000 points. Okay. Now what we are gonna do is, we are gonna split this into. So now this is the 5,000 points, right, Afnan?
Yes.
Okay.
Two sides, we have 5,000 one side and the other side also 5,000.
Correct. I'm just making sure that you guys. I'm just taking it in a different way. Here it is. Okay. So now you forget that 10,000 points. Now you have only how many?
5,000.
5,000 points. But 5,000 points is also huge. Now what you're gonna do?
Correct.
Divide this into
So
two.
then again divide half, yeah.
So this is where
That's
the
what the recursive part is. Yeah,
exactly,
exactly.
exactly.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. So
Because then at any point, if we wish to use that, Euclidean distance directly, then it becomes n square at that point only, right? I mean,
uh, if it is,
so then,
huh?
yeah, I mean, like you just divided it once and then you use that trivial approach of using that pairwise comparison,
Correct.
then you'll end up at n square anyway. So that is not helping us, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, the key idea is here is to keep dividing until we get to something which is manageable, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. So Uma, are you understanding a little bit?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's important. Okay, Afnan, let's come to a place that so we have um 10 points. Okay, let's take the one picture given in this search only. Like so, are you able? Okay, I'll go a little bit down. So I'm going to delete all my previous one. I'm going to paste this alone. All right. So Afnan, so just like how we were keep on dividing it, right? So how initially
Right.
we took 10,000. Okay. So 10,000 got split into 5,000, 5,000 got split into 2,500, then 1250, then 625, then what's the next? Whatever, some 300. Let's say like I'm gonna take round it to 300, right? It's 312 now, something. Yeah. So 312. This is getting blah blah blah. How much is this going to be? Self 16, 160, 80, 40. Okay. So 40 after that 20. Okay. Afnan. So for this 40th, you get my point. The division is how it is happening. So 40.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Each time we are halving, right? So
Correct.
the count of points is reducing by half each time.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
So I think this division is similar to what happens in binary search also. If you think about it in that way. So
Mm-hmm.
what we're getting is actually a log n, right? In this
Ah,
case, only
okay.
the division part.
Correct. So
Yeah, the computation is still not happening. We're just keeping on reducing the
yes,
number of
yes, yes,
points.
yes. So the computation is going to happen. So the computation will happen when it is going to below 3. Okay. So 10,
Yeah, the base
5,
case.
okay, and then it goes to 3. All right. So this will give us the minimum point. Okay. So 3 will give us some minimum point. Okay, and 5 will give us some minimum point, and 10 is going to give some minimum point, and we need to like get the most among them. All right. So coming back, um that's fine. So I was talking about this point. Okay, from 40, when you go to 10, for when you are dividing it to 30, so it's like 1 second, please. Let me just get swallow something. Okay, so right now in our global thing, how many points do we have, Afnan? 40. Okay, hello. At least Uma, can you respond?
Yeah, pardon? Like
No.
number of the list,
Yeah,
right?
right now like the 10,000, so we are not going to come like 10,000 is still be there, still let it be there. Okay, right now we have
Then 10
reduced it to,
points, right?
first we are focusing on 40 points. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that 40 points we are going to split into two, right? 20 and 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is being split into 20, and this is the other 20. Okay, that has been 20 and 20. So Uma, now what I want you to consider is, I think we have 20 points on the screen on the left hand side. Yes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the 20 points is being split into how much? 10, right?
10, 10.
10 and
Yeah.
10. Okay, so that is what exactly is happening. Look at this. So on the left hand side you have 10 points, right hand side you have 10 points.
Okay.
Okay, and so for this 10 points, you're still recursively computing what is going to be the minimum distance.
How the recursion stops then? At what point the base case?
So 3 or 2, when the list reduces to 3 or
Okay,
2.
okay. Okay, okay, okay.
Correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go to that point because that is where the
Okay.
coding is.
No, no, no. No, no,
Okay.
it's okay. Not
I'm
needed.
going to talk about the delta here. All right.
Yeah.
So we have 10 points on the left hand side. We have 10 points on the right hand side. After all the computation, we are able to see that this DQ point is the closest among the all the point among the 10 points.
Yeah.
So which is DQ. Okay. And for this, it is DR. Okay. So how did we get this DQ? Uh, so the minimum distance among the DQ is nothing but only for the 10 points. Right, Uma?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so if we take only the 10 points like this, okay, if we consider this is the global thing, so only for the 10 points, this is the minimum one. Okay, so similarly, DR is nothing but only for the right hand side 10 points, it is the minimum. Correct? Hope you're following something. But actually, if there is some points, just imagine if there is a point lying here. One second, take a different one. If there is a point lying here and here, okay, just like just think like this. So if you're trying to compute it, just take it, increase this. Um, yeah. So Uma, if you're trying to compute it on the left hand side,
Sir, I'm not getting it. Sir, I have a
1 minute,
doubt.
Ravina, let at least one person get it, so it will be easily spreaded. All right.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Uma, are you able to follow?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So we are saying that suppose there is one point here and there is one point here. All right. So if a point is at the near to the line, okay, so still you can say that this is going to be the I mean when you take this all the
Yeah,
other points as global, this is going to be the minimum distance, correct?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, same way this dr is going to be the minimum distance. But
yeah,
when you look at the 40 points together, okay, when you look at the 40 points together, we should get this is the minimum distance.
yeah.
So that is what where the delta is coming into place. You got the picture now, got the higher idea what we are trying to do.
Yeah, still, I think we will let us move, then we will think about.
Okay, Afnan, are you able to understand something?
Yeah,
Answer.
yeah. So
Yeah,
what I'm able to understand at this point is that we have the minimum distance from for the left side and the minimum distance for the right side, but we have not taken into consideration the points which are crossing the vertical line, right? It may also be the minimum, may
correct.
not be, but in
Yeah,
some
may
cases
not
it
be,
might
it
be,
may
right?
be. Right.
Yeah, it may. Yeah, because then but we cannot avoid it, right? We have to anyway check for them, but because we might find something which is even smaller than,
Correct,
in
correct.
terms of distance, even smaller than what we have got,
Hmm, hmm,
taking into consideration only these two sides.
hmm.
So that is where the, yeah, that vertical line, and they are crossing, so that is the, this is where the 15 constant and things like that come up. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
that
I
is that, yeah. Yeah,
correct. I'm going to that point only, but Afnan are able to follow until this point. I want one person to
yeah,
understand
yeah,
this. Then you
yeah,
want.
yeah, sure, this is clear, yeah.
Very good. So now this is here. So how do you find this? Right. So at the end, if you can see the big picture for when 40 points are close, like in a single image, single page. So this should be the minimum point, right? So how are we going to calculate this? So that is what they are going to do. Delta is nothing but the minimum distance of dq and dr.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah,
among the two difference, among the two things, which is the whatever is the minimum, that is going to be the delta. Let's in this case it is going to be dr.
yeah.
Okay.
So how we are saying delta is the minimum distance between DQ and D?
Are you asking how we are telling that?
Yeah.
It
Like,
is given here.
like why?
Actually, we are taking it. I'll okay. You're asking why we are taking or how? Your question should be proper. Why are you asking why we are taking delta as the minimum distance
Why?
between the two?
No, matlab, how? My question is how?
How? Okay. What is dq?
So DQ is minimum distance in the left side
Left
and
hand side.
DR is the minimum distance in the right side and
Okay.
delta is like this line, distance between this line.
Aha, no, no. Delta is not the line. Delta is this green part,
Yeah. So
right?
how it is minimum among DQ and DR? I'm not getting it.
Okay. Okay. So, uh, okay. So, you can also have this picture also in mind. Uh, This has overwritten it. Um,
This total we are doing to get the points below this DR, right? That is the aim, I think, right? That is why going for delta.
Sorry, can you be a bit louder, please, if you
Something,
don't mind? Can you be louder?
yeah, yeah. No, we are taking going for this delta is because if in case something is less than this DR,
Correct. It should be.
that is why we are going for that particular distance. If
Mm-hmm.
something exists in this distance, which
Correct.
is actually below DR.
Correct. Now I think you are able to understand a little bit, right? Catch up.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. So coming back to
So
Mahi's point, Mahi,
means delta is less than minimum of both DQ and DR.
no, it's not less than. Is
No, no, no.
talk. No, you tell
It's a
now.
reason.
Yeah, no. It is actually we are searching for some points. Like Afnan said, crossing this red line, right, Mahi? So if you take the DR is the smallest distance among DQ and DR. So if you take that as a reference, then if we can find that delta as a reference, and then we are trying to find the points within the delta, which will be obviously less than DR, right?
Okay.
Sir, I also have a note here.
Okay. Mahi, may I tell something?
Yeah.
Okay. So let us take some values for this point. Okay. So this let us say this dq is going to be I'm going to give 20. Let's take 20. Okay. Let me not take that. Take this. So what did I say? DQ is going to be uh, Mahi. I want you to be interactive.
20.
20.
20.
Okay. And DR is going to be 15.
50.
Okay. For example, we are taking it for example. Okay. So which will give us delta is going to be what?
Minimum 15.
What is delta? Very good.
Yeah.
Delta is 15. Okay. So this is the distance. Okay. Now I'm going to put some imaginary points. Okay. This point is there. Okay. One point is here and one point is here. Okay. Mahi,
Yes, sir.
or else let me not take it there. Okay. So I'm going to take it here. Okay. I'm going to take it here. I'll tell you why. Okay. So the distance between these 2 points is very, very less, which is nothing but 5. Okay. So absolute minimum. Got it? So if this is 5, okay, so you got delta, I mean, this is 20 and this is 15, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So any point, now we are trying to find out globally, which is less. Okay. So or else I'll take this to be what? I'll take this as 14. Then you will be able to take it much further. All right. So what was the absolute minimum?
40.
14. Okay. So the thing is, so if we take 15, that is one point should lie on this line and one point should lie on this line. Correct? Ravina? Uma? Mahi? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if any point is in between this line, okay, you one point on this line and you have some point on this line. So then this is what is going to be minimum, right? But that is not the case because we have DQ on the left hand side here. That means there is no point in this line. Correct?
Yes.
No, you're
Yeah.
not.
It it should be minimum than this point.
Correct. So any points, yeah, it should be minimum than DQ. That is what you're saying, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it cannot be it
Yeah.
cannot be less than minimum, less than DQ because DQ is the minimum point among all the points, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
Got it.
got it, now. So
Yeah.
even if the
It
point,
should be
hmm,
in the like crossing the vertical line.
correct, exactly. So it's one point should be if you have a point, then it should one point should lie on the left hand, either on the line and in between this. Right? It should be in between. That's what we're talking about. Got it? I mean, it should be in the delta region. Mahi.
Yes.
Okay. Either the point could be here and here. Okay. If this is here to here, then this is going to be 14 or something like that. That's what we are trying to take. Or else maybe you can say that one point is here and another point is here. So just closer to the delta line. Got it? Huh. So that is what we are trying to find out. So do we have any points which is lesser than this delta dr among the points? Yeah, Afnan, please talk. Hey, go
Yeah,
on.
so one question here, Google. So assuming that in within the delta region, right?
Correct.
So assuming that we have something which is not crossing the vertical line,
Okay.
then it would have already been taken as the minimum, right? Because
One
given
second.
that the fact that the
One
yeah,
second. I want to reiterate the question you are talking. So let's take that. You're saying that there are 2 points which is not crossing the line, right? Yes or no?
mm, yes,
Is it something like closer or longer?
yeah, within that delta strip only.
Okay. So we have one point here and we have one point here.
One other point. So had it been the minimum distance wise, we
No.
would have taken that for the absolute minimum for the left side, right?
Huh. That's right.
So whatever is left, so just trying to think about it. So whatever is left and it may be minimum, that must cross the vertical line also, because
Exactly.
if it doesn't cross, then we would have taken it already, right?
Huh. That's right.
Yeah, okay, because that essentially means that we are searching for the minimum on the left side only. We're
Yes.
not crossing. Yeah,
Correct.
okay, it's clear.
Okay. Great. So we are going further. All right. So that is what is there in this delta slide. Okay. Yeah. So what's this? So that is what they are saying. Minimum only need to consider the points. Okay. Now we just need to consider the points only within the distance delta. So on either side of the separator. That's right. That's what we are talking now. Right. No pair outside this band can be closer than delta. So we are just trying to find out the minimum point, minimum distance. All right. So divide the distance delta band into boxes of delta by 2, of side delta by 2. Okay. So again we are, we are dividing the uh, line. So I'm gonna take it again, guys. 1 minute. So this is what
So
the line.
delta,
Huh.
sorry. So delta, we can also say for the time being, at this moment, if you consider the value of delta, it will be the minimum distance, among the points for now at least. I mean, not considering the points which are crossing either on the
Mhm.
left side or the right side,
Correct.
but it is for the time being the minimum distance, right? Delta,
Yeah.
because we have taken it like that only.
Hmm.
Hmm, correct. So
Okay.
now we are trying to find out some other, distance which is smaller than delta, and hence it is sufficient to, consider only those points which are within the boundary of delta.
Yeah.
Because outside of that, it will anyway be larger, and we'll not be taking that, because the
Mm-hmm.
objective is to find out the minimum, right? So then do not need to, consider again all the points which are outside of the delta boundary.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Oh, it's clear
Fine.
now.
Yeah. Next, what we
So
are
now
trying
I
to
think we are zooming in onto that delta strip. I
exactly.
think.
That's what I'm doing here. See,
Yeah.
we are
Yeah.
zooming in onto the delta region, right?
Yeah.
And then we are
Correct.
dividing the delta by 2. I mean, the left hand side delta by 2 and the right hand side delta by 2. Okay.
Correct.
And then what we are doing? So box diagonal is, yeah, that's okay, right? I mean, the diagonal distance is going to be, delta root 2. Pythagoras theorem. Boys.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So the any diagonal, like we can say that any diagonal in the point box, like I'm still not recalling what has happened, what is going to happen. I'm just exploring with you guys, trying to recall it. All right. So we're trying to find the distance. I mean, the box diagonal distance is this delta by root 2. Okay. Any point within distance delta must lie in 4 cross 4 neighbors of the boxes. All right. Huh. So what is this point saying?
Within delta, I think, right? Delta
Mhm.
plus by 2 plus delta by 2 is delta.
Repeat.
That 4 box distance is delta, right?
Uh huh.
Cross 4. Okay, no.
Yeah, this I think is the key idea, but I'm not able to understand why is it the case, right? I mean, it is written here that any point, yeah, that same point only, that which you have
Yeah, yeah.
highlighted.
That's
Could you please scroll up a little bit?
no, at this point, the same slide, bro. It's the same slide.
Okay, this is the same slide
We
only.
have some
Just a
little
minute.
bit points extra.
Okay, okay, got it. So just hold on a moment. I'll just read it once again.
Uh huh.
So it is written that any point within distance delta, that is correct, must lie. We are talking about the potential minimum that we may find, right? We're talking about that point only. So
Mm-hmm.
any point within distance delta, which means that it is smaller than delta, because it is inside of that delta,
Mm-hmm.
right? Within distance delta means the same thing, right? We are
Mm-hmm.
within that region only, so must lie a 4 cross 4 neighborhood of boxes. So why is it the case is something which is not very clear, right?
I'll let
Why?
you know. I'll let
Yeah.
you know.
And then comes the 15 other points and all that. So this I think is the key part.
Mm-hmm. Check each point against the 15 other points. Ah, okay.
Yeah,
So
if the above
check point
statement is
again
like
after.
we'll be able to kind of reason through it, the statement which is highlighted, then
Mhm.
that will be clear that we'll need to search for only 15 others. That is fine, but how is the first point, which is the highlighted point, we are coming up with that statement?
Okay. So I'll take that. Wait. I'm gonna delete all these things. Okay. I think everyone has followed it, right, guys? May I delete this so it'll be easy for me to explain.
No, sir, please don't delete that number line.
Okay. I'll
I
create
have
a
a
new.
doubt in it. I will ask it later.
Okay. So afternoon. Okay. So the point is saying that what was the point saying? I'll explain this now. I think I got it. So check each point against 15 others. That's okay. I'll just take this along. Also. All right. Huh. So where are we? Um, check each point against the 15 others. Okay. So let's say Afnan, we have a point here. Okay, Afnan.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so if you have a point exactly on the corner, in on this corner, right?
Correct.
So if you are fine saying that there's one more point, okay, which might be closer to me, right?
Mm.
So it could be like this. No, no, this is not the case, right? I mean, see, this is not the case. If it is the case, then this is the lowest delta, right?
Uh,
I mean, you can't have 2 points which is closer than the delta in the same
yeah.
in the adjacent boxes. Are you
In
agreeing with?
the same side, I think you're talking about the same side,
Correct,
right?
same side towards the left hand side of the L line, a red color line.
Yeah, because that we were able to reason through it previously also. We said that had it been the case, then it would have been taken as the minimum for the left side
Correct.
already.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that means we have a.
So there must be a point which crosses, right? It is I think necessary that it must cross.
Mhm, mhm. So
I mean, like,
let's calculate.
hmm.
Why is this? I mean, let's this is still confusing. Why is this check against 15 other points?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No,
So,
and that above point also, like 4 cross 4. Why is it so? Like, why not more than 4 cross 4?
I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that. Okay.
4 cross 4 is for delta, no, Afnan.
Okay, because the box is
Yeah, it is delta by 2 plus delta by 2. You can't go beyond the delta, right? So the either side, vertically, horizontal, we are getting a delta. So that is fine, right? 4 cross
all
4.
right. Okay.
No, what was he saying? I mean, can you help me understand what
Yeah,
you were
he is
saying?
asking why 4 because it is delta, right? Maximum. Delta by 2 plus delta by 2. Each box is length vertically horizontal delta by 2. That
Okay.
is why we are going 4 cross 4, I'm telling.
So that 4
So
cross
this
4
is delta.
is something like this. This is what 4 cross 4 is, right?
Okay, okay.
Yes or no? Afnan?
Yeah, that is okay. Yeah, that can be 4 cross 4, but then there is something else. Like, I mean, it can also be, outside of that 4 cross 4 region. That is what I am trying to understand
Yeah, that's
actually.
what we are trying to, I mean, I thought like you guys understood something. I'm just trying to see.
No, no.
Okay. So I'll just try to explain this. All right. So that's okay. Oh my god, why did I do that? I'll read it. Right. So Afnan, if you're having a point in this place, all right, in this box, you're having a point.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You just need to check for the corresponding point. Basically, here to here, right? So if it is here at this point,
Mm,
okay.
mm.
So if another point is here, now this is less than delta, right? Afnan, not
Uh,
on the line.
yeah.
Okay.
Not on the line. Okay.
Somewhat closer, like little bit. If it is here, then obviously, absolutely, this is going to be the lowest point. Correct. If it is,
Okay.
yeah, if it is here, even if it is here, also it's going to be the thing. Since this is delta by 2, right, the distance. So this we
Mm,
can say like it's going to be like little bit
mm.
delta by. I mean, what should I say? 3/4 of the delta, we can say.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay, even if it is 3/4 of the delta, it is still going to be the what minimum distance, right? So
Correct.
I'm coming to the point. Okay, so if a point is here, you need to check at this point. Okay, so if the point is here, the other point can also be here. Correct. So this is also possible minimum, right, Afna?
Yeah. It might be. It might be. Yeah.
So the possible minimum can be like this. Third minimum could be here. Fourth minimum could be here, right? So fifth, sixth, no, seventh, and the eighth.
Okay. So that immediate adjacent box, we are not considering that. No. Why is it so?
Which box? This box, huh? Or this box?
No, no. Across the line only. But this box, the other box.
This one.
Yeah. Maybe this one or the above one. Immediate neighbor.
We also
Yeah.
consider this also, bro.
This also, no. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then it is clear. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what. So this is first. Like I'm just taking till like if it goes beyond this line, okay. The point is here. It cannot be like this is more than delta, right?
Yeah, the same kind of
Huh.
logic is applied here also, right? I
Yes.
mean, we have a region and then we have a constraint that it should not go beyond that
That's
region.
exactly what it is. So that's what. So you don't need to check for that. Okay. If a point is here, you just need to check in the surroundings.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Isn't that the reason for 15 points or 4 by 4, right?
Uh, Repeat.
No, that is the reason for 4 by 4 boxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it not the reason for us to take that 4 by 4?
I think that's the reason.
Yeah. It should not go beyond delta.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think if we take something which is outside of that 4 cross 4 region, then it will be larger than delta, and it cannot be the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like you have drawn the outline here. So if you take the box, above the outline,
This
maybe
point.
this point, or maybe yeah, this point is good. So that you are saying that it will not be, it will go beyond delta, is what you're saying, no?
Whom are you saying? Asking this, Afran? Afran, whom are you asking this to? Is it? Are you asking to Uma?
Just a second.
Okay, Uma, where you were? I think he was explaining to you only, right?
No,
Uma.
no, he's generally saying. He said that's what he said.
But you got it right. But
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
okay. So now we have eight boxes covered on the right hand side. So any point.
Gokul, just sorry to interrupt you. Just if you number it from the down, 1, 2, 3, 4, then you can get that 15 points. Why we are telling that 15? That's what everybody is asking,
Sure,
right?
sure. Once
From
again, there
box
is
1, 1, 2, 3, 4, then we
once
can
again there is
understand beyond that it cannot be this small. No, from left, right?
actually no, not on the left.
Okay.
You should cross it. 6. This is going to be 7. This is 8. Right? And Uma, just someone is saying something. Yeah, Nikhil. Hi, Nikhil.
Hello.
Hi, hi.
Actually, we are searching for the points above that point only, not below.
Why not below? What do you mean? The left hand side or right
Because
hand side?
points are sorted in y-axis. Points are sorted, and we are starting from the base of y-axis, and we are only searching for the points above on in the total SY region. We are
In the
not
code,
excluding.
Uma,
Hello.
Uma, you say?
We,
We
no,
interrupt
no,
you.
let him carry. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, carry on, go, Nikhil.
so we are not excluding the region in which the point lies also. We are taking all the points, means the above three squares and the square in the horizontal line of the point, and above three squares. We are not considering below squares.
Why?
So that counts, because
Why?
the points are sorted in the y region, and as we are going from bottom to up, the below
Mhm.
points are we have already searched.
Okay. Okay. So you're going. You're coming to that point, right? Okay.
Yeah, we are going from bottom to up, searching for
Mhm.
the shortest
Yeah.
distance.
So
So the
Uma.
below points is already, we have already searched the below points.
Mhm.
So we are not going to consider them.
Okay. So let's do one thing. Uma, now shall we go back to the code? We have a little bit of understanding, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now if we go to the code, we'll be able to clearly understand what is happening. All right. So, yeah, Ravina.
Sir, I need to ask a question. I will forget it if it will take too long.
Tell me, now.
Sir, that previous slide where the lots of numbers were written in a sequence.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm just taking the slide or what?
What you have wrote that 5,000 and 3,000 that line.
Mm-hmm. Oh, on the right hand side, right? This one.
Yes, sir. I have a doubt that why we calculated delta after 20 because recursion went till the base case 3. So why we are calculating delta at this point only? Why not below it? Why not above it? Why at 20?
Actually, the delta is being calculated at all wherever you're doing the junction. I mean, wherever you're trying to merge. So you remember the merge sort? We split it and merge it together, right?
It's just I'm not getting it why you have taken this
Okay.
part.
Uma, do you know why? Uma, do you know why?
You said something.
Okay.
No, among that it will be, this will be the minimum, right? Is that the case? Am I right?
Um, I'm not understanding. Can you repeat?
I couldn't
Okay.
answer. Why
Wait,
I don't
wait.
understand.
I think I can explain you in a different way. I'll just take a graph sheet.
I thought you were taking as an example to explain.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
It's an example also, but it's required. Or can I just go to that? What do you call it as GeoGebra? All right. So here we have. Hmm,
So it's like you wanted to say this that we are calculating delta at every split, then we are comparing all those deltas and taking minimum among them.
mhm.
Is it so?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I got
Okay.
it.
Mhm. So finally, let's say that. So you know where the iteration stops, right? So when it comes to two or three.
Three, yes, two and three.
So left hand side. Let's take this case itself now. So we have three and three. So three on the left hand side, three on the right hand side. We are calculating the distance, minimum distance. Okay. For example, I'll take just 6 points. Okay. So one. How do I put a point here? Like contact. Just click on it and get a point. Tools. Point. Okay, I think this is possible. Yeah. So we have one point here. Um, okay. So we have six. We are going to take 6 points. All right. So 2 point, and third point is here. All right. Fourth point is here. Then fifth point is here. Sixth point, let it be here. Uma, consider that these are the 6 points. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Ravina, you also. Okay. So on the left hand side, just like how we did on the left hand side, what is the minimum distance?
A to B,
Whatever,
right?
A to B, right? Right hand side, the minimum distance is EF. But
Yeah.
we can clearly see that the C and D is less than. I mean, is the closest point, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How do we compute that? That is where what we are looking at. Ravina, now you understand where the. So once you compute this, okay. Now we are okay that we are telling that these 2 points are the minimum, right, Uma?
Yeah.
On the left. So okay. So now this is going to be the left hand side. Okay. Similarly, you will have another things on the right hand side, right? I
Yeah.
mean, this is going to be one picture. I'll take this paint. Can I delete this? What is here? Nothing is here, right? I can delete this.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the left six. Okay. I'm going to take the consider that this is going to be the right six again, Uma.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So if we take the left six and the right six, where are we? I'll just take it like this. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. So just like how we used to do. So how many points we are taking in total? Here we are taking in total how many points? 12 points. Okay. Right. So we are going to merge it now. Uma, now like are you getting something here? I mean, I'm making sense here.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on. Yeah.
Okay. So let's say that we are also having one point at this place. Okay, this is going to now that line is the I'll just make a line there. So I'll just make a line here. All right. So this is going to be the middle point of the left six and the right six. Okay, we have
Yeah.
the left hand side we have six, on the right hand side we have six, and from the left hand side we are computed that CD is the minimum, correct? Using that delta and blah blah things, right, Uma?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So on the right hand side, we are saying that this C1, C2 as the minimum. Okay. But we could have some points at this place and this place. It is also possible. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So now these two are will be the delta, and this will be like while merge.
No, no, sir. No, sir, I have a doubt. Like to the left side or where you have plotted the red point, if that is in the first graph, and the second point where you have plotted to the right side of that vertical line, this point should be this point should be near to 15 or something because you are just taking the same point, so it can't be.
So it's not same point. It's like example. I'm just taking some examples, Ravi. Now.
Okay.
Okay, so you want me to give a different point on the right hand side? Okay, so if you want, I'll do it. No problem. So what's the difficulty there? So I'm gonna take
Sir,
points.
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put a point here. Put a point here. See, now this is a different point, right? On the right hand side. Still, CD is the closing distance, right? Uma, am I making sense here?
These are things I understood, but her question was different. No, why did you stop at 10? That's where I also couldn't explain her.
Uh, what did you say? You were
She was asking, why did you stop at 10? No, we are
why why
calculating.
why it is?
Why you are calculating at 10, not the base case? Something she was asking. Her question was
Okay.
different, I think.
I think, are you saying, Uma, Chichi, here, are you asking why did I take 20 here? Is that what your question? Ravina?
Her question was that.
Huh? Sorry?
Yeah, Uma is
No,
getting
Ravi,
it right. My question was this, Uma is right.
Can you be a bit louder, please? Uh,
it's okay. Carry on, Gokul. It's fine. Okay.
yeah, see, why I took 20 here is because in the example sir has given, we had 20 points. So that's why I made it like this. So actually, how it would have been is like, so this also is 10 is there, right? So this also would have been split, right? So you'd have got 5, right? And then 5. So among these two 5 points, like this 5 points, this 5 points, you would have found out the minimum value, right? So and then after, then you will have the 10 points. So this is also going to be like how they would have calculated, they would have split it and found the distance.
So sir, that's why I'm asking now. There should be lots of deltas. At every comparison,
Exactly.
there should be deltas.
Yes, exactly. Delta is a variable. You're right. Perfect. You got it.
Okay.
You got the point.
And then we will find that minimum among them. The
Exactly.
minimum delta.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So basically, yeah, I mean, that's the eventually that is going to be the, that is going to happen. All right, minimum on the deltas. That's okay. I think that's fine. Is it okay, Ravina?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. So we'll try to go to the code, go back to the code. Yeah. That was interesting discussion. All right. So, Uma, so we are calculating the delta here,
Yeah.
right? So what is this? So just like he told, um, Nikhil,
And this
can
is
you
the
help us here?
terms.
I think Nikhil
This is a
has
second
better understanding.
class.
Yes.
Sorry.
Uh, what help do you want?
So basically, like the sorted
We
in
are
the, why
calculating.
we are not,
We are yes.
why.
So we have two regions,
Hmm.
and in the two regions we want to merge these two regions. Hello,
Yes. Tell me.
and in while merging, we have calculated delta for each region and
Correct.
took the minimum of both regions,
Yes.
minimum delta.
Mm-hmm.
So we are constructing a new region that is the intersection of two regions. Means where two regions are, actually we draw a line between two regions, na.
Hmm.
So we
Yes.
are taking a new region, left side to that line delta and right side to that line delta, and we are calling this region as SY.
We are calling this region as
SY,
SY. Okay.
SY, yes.
Okay. See, we still did not come to that place actually. Like, we were at this point only.
No, in code you were at that place.
Acha, okay. Tell me.
Go to the code. I will say
SY. Okay.
SY. This is SY list,
Hmm.
line number 38.
Yeah.
So we are constructing a SY. SY
Actually,
means
that is what we are also trying to do now, right? We are just finding it out. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
yeah. So once we have constructed that SY, we are sorting the SY from in the Y axis, means from bottom up. We have sorted the SY region also,
Mm-hmm.
and then in that region we are finding out which is the minimum distance between 2 points. Is it lesser than delta or not?
Okay.
And if it is lesser than delta, if there in that region 2 points are having distance less than delta, then we are updating our delta and merging the two regions together.
All right. So let me again go through the code, whatever you are saying. Okay. So Uma, this py, you know, right? What is happening here?
Yeah, yeah, we are selecting the, yeah, you have pasted no PY
Correct.
there.
So py, this is 20, right? Okay.
So
And
XR, we are comparing 20 with the XR. XR is actually 20.
mhm.
So the first P, we are checking whether it is less than delta.
Is XR 20? Okay, we got XR
Yeah,
as
yeah,
20. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So we are appending, if it is less than delta, we are appending to SY list.
Hmm. So basically, the p of zero. I mean, what is p of zero? This point, like 20.
First point, yeah, yeah. For
20
we
minus
couple,
20 is less than zero means yes, we are applying into the sy.
yeah. So
Okay.
first point will not include. Second we will include, right?
So what did we get delta as? I think we got delta as 4.12.
So
Hmm.
yeah, 4.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Second point also we cannot get, right? 20 minus,
Yeah. 1 minus 20 it is actually.
yeah.
Right. Second point is also not
No,
there. Third point is also not there. I mean, this point is also not there. 21 will get added.
yeah,
Right. And
yeah.
2 is
21
not.
minus 20. Yeah.
So sy will have 2 points, I think, right?
Only 1 point, no? Which one?
The first
For
point,
20.
okay, it's less than or equal to
Yeah,
not
yeah,
delta.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Then. That's a 0, no? Yeah.
Correct. S. Oh, it's capital S, small y. See, exactly. We are up with 2 points.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Um, Fine. So next, okay, I think we can see here also. See, exactly. See, I mean, when you divide this, okay, so this 2 points basically, no, the 20, and this point is nothing but this is in the center of the points, right? Basically, this is in the center line, near to the center line. All right. Okay, Uma. So go ahead. So size of basically we are just saying that what are all the points present in the delta region, right? So here in this case, number of points that is present in the delta region is 2 points. Am I right, Nikhil? Am I going correct? Okay.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. If sizes of S is greater than one, so basically if you have one, if there is only 1 point, I think we don't need to do that. Right. The delta is going to be the one. If there are 2 points, right? It is there's a possibility that 2 points could be very nearer. Am I right, Uma?
Yeah, yeah. We're going through the SY list right
Ha,
now.
ha, ha. Correct. Okay.
And then we're checking. Okay.
So minimum S equal to distance of S of 0 comma S of 1. All right.
This also I'm not getting. What is it? SY of 0?
So Sy, if you can see, we have this. So we are trying to find out the minimum distance of this. Ma.
Yeah, but it can be more also, no? That is what.
Yeah, yeah, it's greater than delta. Obviously, at least for this case, it is greater than delta.
No, it's greater than delta. We are comparing only 2 points, no? That's what I'm not getting into. It could be more. The size of S could be more also, SY.
Okay. So let's carry forward and see this. All right, Uma.
Okay.
I mean, we let's not come to a conclusion. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
So as of now, the S of Y is the first point and 1 is the second point, right? Am I right?
I mean from the bottom.
Yes, yes.
So as Nikhil told, we are coming from the bottom because Sy is having the Py, right? Py is basically sorted based on the y-axis. Uma,
No, SY we have only 2 points right now.
Sy we have only 2 points. That's correct. Okay, but the points are sorted based on the y-axis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so distance of I mean Sy of 0 and Sy of 1. Sy of 0 is the lowermost point in the
Yeah, yeah, that
whole.
I got it. Yeah. So
Okay,
the next point will be above it. Yeah.
just
That's
above.
what
So we
Nikhil
are
pointed out.
we
Yeah.
are trying to find out the distance of the 2 points, like the lowest point and the next
Yeah.
lowest point. Okay, so for I in range of 1 comma size of S minus 1. Okay, fine. So let's say that ideal, like hypothetically we'll have some points. What do you say, Uma? Hypothetically we'll take some points.
Yeah.
What shall we take? So it'll be interesting to uh, plot and see and compute.
Actually, it's finding minimum distance of all the points of SY.
Yeah. So 21 comma gonna give 14, right? So all these points are going to be plus or minus 20 only. So 18, the right hand side, I can put, and this the right hand side we can put anything. So I can give like 30 also. 30 also we can give. Comma, mm, 19, comma 20. Okay. So I'm gonna upload this. For example, okay, wait a minute, what is happening? I thought like it'll come in the vertical way. Okay, exactly. Actually, it is vertical only, but it's taken from 18 to 20. Uma,
Yeah, yeah. It's scattered a little bit.
yeah, it's scattered a little bit. So basically, the point is here and here. Like we have these many points. So this is that closer region, like how Sir has taken it, right? So this region,
Yeah.
we'll go back to the code. Okay, fine. So where were we? Yeah, distance s of 0, whatever, wherever we are, here we are, right? So for I in range of 1 comma size is okay. I think this is going to be how many iterations it's going to happen. So if we have size of s is going to be 4, how many iterations it will happen?
Four iteration, right?
No,
Three.
no,
Three.
the 3. So size, if size is 4, no
It's
ma.
two.
Exactly, it's going to be 2 less than the size.
Yeah.
Size equal to 4, it's going to be 2 less than size. Do you got it now, ma?
Yeah, yeah, I got, because we're
Okay.
taking from one, no? One and
Exactly. You are
size per
taking from
case
one and
minus
one.
one. Yeah.
Minus one. Okay. So for j in range of I comma minimum of I plus 15 comma sizes. Okay. Why is this 15 coming up? That is why what we are talking of.
Actually, to be on the safer side, we are searching for the neighboring 15 points of present point, the
Uh,
highest point.
can you tell it here also? Like let's say we are having,
Yes.
let's
Let,
coming from here.
let's say
Okay.
we are here
Okay.
and we are searching for the 15 nearmost points in
One
the
second,
SY
Nikhil.
list.
One second, Nikhil. Just 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take it here to the big paint. And may I just, yeah, Nikhil, come on. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
some point
So
over
we are at, yeah,
this point. Okay.
okay. So we are searching for the minimum distance of points, 15 points above that point.
Above that point, or
Above, because we are searching for in the increase, looping over I and j, we are looping now. So
okay.
it will certainly look for the points above its position.
Okay, so shall I take it from here? I'll put this as 1. So I just want you to tell
No,
me what are
actually,
going to be 15 boxes.
actually, we are not searching for the boxes. We are searching for the points. Points which are 15 points in the neighborhood of that point.
Okay.
It so might happen that all 15 points are in 15 squares.
Hmm.
Even if they were in the neighboring squares, then also we will get
Okay.
minimum distance.
Okay.
That
So
was the logic.
yeah, yeah. So what you're saying is it is also possible to have all the 15 points in the single box itself, right?
No, no, no. It's not possible.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
It's
not.
not possible. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah,
yes.
because if we have all the points, like
Delta.
no
Yeah,
two
we have
points can be in
calculated
this.
delta.
Uh, any point which is going to be is at least two box. I mean, if we have a point here and then the point
Uh,
cannot be in this line or this box, right?
yeah. Actually, sir told that only nine. We look for only 9 points. Then also it will suffer. But to be on the safer side, we are looking for 15 neighboring points.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we look for 9 points, then also it will suffice. But
I think that is it's like, why is it coming as odd number? That's the confusion here. Why 9? Why 15?
uh, yeah, because the square in which that point is, we have to exclude that. Now, 4 into 4 is 16 points. 4 into 4 is 16 squares. And the square in which the current point lies, we have to exclude that.
Okay, let's say that this is the point. Okay,
Yeah,
Nikhil.
you exclude the square.
Okay, I
and
excluded this
then look
square.
for all above squares, all which are forming 4 by 4 uh, 4 by 4 square
Hmm.
in the above.
Okay, if you are saying 4 by 4 above means then this is the box. See,
Yeah.
this whole
Or
thing will be the box,
no,
including
the
one box above.
including the box below, the box horizontal in the line. Yeah,
Bro, then
hori-
that's what I asked you earlier.
horizontal.
Okay, so if that is the case, starting from this line, like this.
Yeah, yes, this box. And
Okay,
then there will be 15 boxes.
correct. That's what I was about to tell.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. So we just need to search these 16 points. But
Even if they were in individual boxes, then only we have to need for 15 points.
correct. But my
They
question
may
is,
not be present.
yeah. See, I have a Nikhil. I have a question here. So you have a
Uh,
point here, right? You can
yeah.
never have a point on this. Like you're going to have
Yes.
at least a delta distance here, right?
Yes. That's what sir told. That's what sir told. The 15 number is to be on the safer side only. There is no more logic in that.
Ha.
It's above the safe limit,
Okay. So, but
and it will
I
not
believe.
affect the complexity
Huh.
because it is a constant number.
Okay.
So they are taking is at 15.
Okay. Ah. Okay. So I think there could be some points which is exactly equal to delta,
Yeah.
right? So which is exactly equal to delta distance from this place. Like, is it possible
Yes.
to have a point exactly delta distance from this point to this point? Is it
Yes.
possible?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And
That's what they are taking. Yeah.
so obviously this is not going because the half this is delta by root 2, like probably it will come here. Right? This might be delta,
Yes.
right? So we could have a point here. This is also possible. We could have a point here also. Here also we like here it is not possible. I think. I mean probably we could have
Here.
between two corners. So we can have one point here. I mean we can have one point here, right? This is more
Yes.
than. I mean, this is more than delta.
Yes. More than delta
So it is possible, right?
because
It is possible
horizontal
to
is
have
delta.
points like that.
Yeah.
Hmm. This is interesting. So how you told some nine points, right? What were the 9 points?
9 points mean by the logic means this 4 by 4 region. How they deduce this I don't know. But in that 4 by 4 regions, there might not be more than 9 points. That's
Mhm.
what they said.
Okay.
Even if theoretically we can say that each square will have 1 point, but that
Mhm.
may not be possible
Okay.
because of that delta limitation.
Correct. Okay. So
Uh,
Uma.
Yeah.
So did you understand anything?
Yeah, only when you're taking that point I'm not getting because that would have come in the list already, when it is not crossing. I don't know why you're considering that.
Once again, repeat. Should I go to the code where you're talking about?
No. Now just to draw, no, when you're not considering crossing, then that would have come
No, no.
under.
Actually, that's the point. Now I got another case, another hidden case.
Now you're showing to nickel, no, that point I'm not getting. If it is not
because,
crossing, then you would have
yes,
taken into account.
I'll
because
tell you that.
we don't know where the boundary is. We are talking about whole SY region. And
Okay.
even if we were to get minimum distance less than delta, it would have to be between the crossing because individual sections we have already examined that minimum distance is delta.
Yeah. It would have been there, no, in the list already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
we are searching
nine,
whole region, and if we got minimum distance less than delta, then it would have to be crossing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
that nine thing also pretty clear over there. No, if you just look at the graph in this picture, and each box is delta by 2. Okay, if you cross 9, then it will be more than delta.
Yes.
It will be more
No,
than delta.
actually,
You
actually,
could take any
is this
square.
Anwar? Is this Anwar?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
Anwar, I have a point to make. All right, give me
yeah.
just 1 minute. I'm just gonna put some boundaries here. No, not that much. Okay, considering that we have the points, no, it's sorted, right? Like we are going from the bottom. Am I right, Uma?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's say that a point is lying at exactly on the line. Okay, Afnan, if the point is exactly on the line, okay, is it possible to have a point in this box? Is it possible,
Yes.
Afnan?
It is possible there, no? It can be because it is delta by 2 is the box size.
Diagonal distance will be there.
Exactly. This
So it is
distance, this
possible.
distance is greater than delta. So obviously this is possible.
No, sir, how it is greater than delta? It's delta by root 2. No?
Huh? What is delta by root 2?
So it will be greater.
Let's say delta is 4. 4 by root 2. Why is this going like that? Like what is any number by divided by delta? It is going to be longer than that, right? Yes or no? Okay. Um, let me give you a calculation. So what is root 2? How do I do that? 2 root. Okay. You're getting 1.414. Okay. So let's say that 4 by 1.414, it's coming as 2 point whatever. Um, delta. Hey, it's not delta by root 4. What is the perpendicular distance? Huh. Now
Root
I'm
2
coming.
delta.
Yeah, yeah. I got that actually. Wait. I'm coming here. So I think the box diagonal is delta by root 2. Okay. Whatever you guys told is correct. Yeah. So the box diagonal is nothing but this point. A point from here to here, it is what was the distance we calculated? If delta is 4,
Okay, sir, I got it. I got it, sir. We can move on.
1.414. So the box distance is, if delta is 4, that means here to here it is. This picture is the exact representation of that. I'm taking delta as 4. Okay. So Ravina, you got it right? Hello. Okay, I think
Yes,
Ravina
sir.
got it. Anwar, are you okay with the point that a point can lie in this place? 2 points can lie between these two boxes, right? Is it possible?
Yeah, it can lay in that box, but it cannot go beyond that. Beyond 9. That is what I mean to say.
No, no, no. So it can also lie in this, right?
Yeah, it can lay there.
Okay. My question is, so it can also lie in this. So still you can. I mean, you have to compute. I mean, if this is possible, this is possible, right? So this is also
Yes,
possible, and this is also possible. On the left hand side, from this corner to this corner, it is possible. Correct.
yes.
So all these 7 boxes are possible. Yes or no, Afnan? Sorry, who's this? Anwar.
7 boxes are possible. Now you consider that point to be
Wait.
uh, above.
No, no,
Then
no. Consider the point on this corner. If you consider that it is on this corner, this box is also possible. Correct?
that also is possible. Now rather than putting it on the corner, you put slightly below. Then also it is possible.
Correct. That's right. That's right. Okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
even if I put center, so this box is also possible. Correct?
Right.
That box could also be the minimum distance. So if I put a
Right.
point here and here to here is also possible, right? It is less than delta. Correct, Afnan? Sorry, Anwar?
Yeah. It is possible, but at the right side, it will not go. No.
Why not? See, if you
No,
put
no. What I mean to say is that you move towards right. The right corner, the second side, right corner, it will not go.
second, okay, the thing, second side, okay, what do you mean? So if the point is, okay, are you saying that in this corner it won't go? Is that what you're
If
saying?
it, yeah, if it is there, then it will be where and all it will go this
Huh.
time.
Uh, okay, so I think from here it can go to here. I mean, exactly on this line. Correct, Afnan? Anwar?
Yeah,
Okay, so again, if the point is exactly in this, junction, so that means
right.
it might go here also, right? You might
Yeah,
need to cover all these things. right?
But rightmost three it will
Yeah.
not cover.
From this point, you cannot cover these 2 points. You are right.
Right,
But,
right.
but
That's what I
ideally,
mean to.
ideally, Afnan, sorry, Anwar, if the point is exactly on this line, all right, and
Hmm.
still it can cover this box also, right?
Now, on that line, if it is there, it will not go to the. It will
No,
go up to the line only, no.
yeah, up to that line only, but which
Yeah.
place you will mention it as? So,
And if it slips that line, all the squares below that also is eliminated because it is already sorted.
ah,
Okay. So anyway, we'll have to consider roughly about 9 only, and 15 is safer.
so
That
what
is
do you
what
mean by 9? What are the 9 points?
you look around. One, two,
Okay,
three, four.
consider that this is the box where the point is. Okay, okay. Surrounding this box, can you tell me what are all the boxes I need to come? Not that one. I think here, right, Anwar.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me say that in this small box, anywhere the point can be. Okay, I'm just shading it completely. All right.
Yeah.
So if it is okay, like I think let me just
To
no.
consider a certain position to calculate 9.
Sorry, bro.
We have to consider a certain position of point to calculate the 9 boxes.
Correct. We, we,
We
we
cannot.
saw we saw all the positions, right?
We cannot
No, no, no.
actually.
To calculate the 9 points, you have to calculate a certain position within that box.
Okay.
You
Okay.
cannot say, yeah,
Exactly, that is what I mean to say. You have to fix a point,
Okay. I'm
then
fixing
calculate
point.
9. For
Uh,
any point, it will be 9 only.
Okay. So I'm fixing points here.
You fix it. Then
uh,
if you start looking, few of the columns will get eliminated.
Okay. So if the point is here, this
you can
immediate.
draw a circle of radius delta.
How do I do that? I think, or shall we just move ahead, guys? Like, what do you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was saying that.
I think we
So
now
that's not so important, 15 or 9.
exactly. Now we are like going deeper, like
But one thing is there. But one thing is that no, when we debate like this, the concepts get very clear.
sorry,
Okay.
conceptual
The
questions, huh?
Yeah, concepts will get very clear, then it is easier to understand actually. Like I have not understood how it is finally getting into n log n still. Okay, that
Uh-huh.
is what I'm keenly watching, how it is getting into n log n.
And that we'll look into it. Right.
Right.
So should we look into the how what are the 15 points, or shall we move ahead?
Now let us move ahead.
Great. Okay. So that is what is happening. So basically, we are taking 1 point and finding out so the minimum distance. I think we are returning the minimum of delta comma mans, which is nothing but the minimum distance. I think we are comparing all the minimum distances, right? I think, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. hmm So,
Actually, we are calculating the minimum distance of the SY region and then comparing with delta.
huh? Okay,
And then returning that if the delta is minimum, then we are returning delta. If minimum, yeah, min s is minimum, then we are returning min s.
okay.
And that will be the next delta for recursive for.
Hmm. Okay. So, guys, shall we move ahead now and come to the question where Anwar was asking, Gokul, what is going to be the no? See, that's what we are finally giving up the delta. That's okay. Gokul, what is the complexity? How are we reducing the complexity here? Right, Anwar? Hello.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So we'll come to that place. So Anwar, I think this is going to be a constant. This iteration. Are you able to see this?
Yes.
Okay.
For
Since this is constant, we should consider this for loop to be of n length.
yeah, okay. And constant we will ignore in the complexity.
Hmm. Okay. So whatever this iteration is happening, this is happening for big O of n. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's consider that it is going to be big O of n. Okay. And the part is the dividing Like, so what is this? This is basically the delta region calculation. It is going to take us ON steps, right? So we are like dividing it and merging it, right? Merge and divide. And where
Yeah.
I think that's the place where it is going for login. Basically, at this point, I'll show you it. During the recursion, look at this. We are splitting it into two now. We are calling
That's good.
this is a recursive call. Like, if you want to want me to show exactly minimum distance recursively, you're sending in the lists, the points, basically, correct? Anwar,
Yeah. Got it.
is that fine?
So recursively, we are getting into the delta region, and in the delta region, we are going for 15 points. That is what it is.
Huh.
Okay. Right. Okay, let's move ahead.
All right,
Let's move.
great. I think it was a really, really, really good discussion. What about others? Shall we move ahead, guys? All right. So if anyone has seen this already, what is this integer multiplication, guys? Hello.
Is it Karatsuba? I don't know. Afnan has pasted some. He gave some reference. Is
Okay.
it that? That is easier. The picture was easier.
Where is it actually?
He pasted in Discord forum. He also gave it. No, Afnan.
In the chat, huh? In our chat. Where did he put it?
No, no. He posted in Discord. I'll try. I don't know.
Okay, disclose it is. All right. So in this case, how do we multiply two integers? This is fine. Okay, Mahi. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the previous question, we have to move ahead. Okay, while doing the coding things, it's fine. But conceptually, are you okay with it? Little bit at least.
No, I didn't get the last part.
Sorry, you.
Like,
The last part where we have the 15 points. Is that what your confusion is?
yeah, 15 and 9.
Can you be louder?
How we are how we
How?
are finding the minimum less than the delta part. The last part of this 15 and 19.
Last part of this 15 9. Now, what do you mean? Okay, let's move ahead, Mahi. Let's talk about that during after the exams or something like that. Okay, or after we complete the nine. So we have spent quite a lot of time. We'll move ahead. So I am coming to this place. So in this here they're asking how do you usually do an integer multiplication if you are given like we just put a star like 1826 star 1826. So you will get the multiplication. But how does this computer actually do? So how do we, if we are doing it normally, look at this. So we multiply 2 and 3, right? And then we multiply 3 with 1. So we got, so basically we multiply the last digit of this part with the first one. Then add it like, so this is how we do, like how we normally do, right? Add up all the partial products. So works the same in any base binary. Okay, does anyone want to talk about this here, guys? Okay, coming to this place where sir is talking. So Mahi, you're able to see this, right? Whatever is on the left-hand side, this is normal multiplication. So there is also called as binary multiplication. Should I teach that or is it okay? Guys, Mahi?
Okay. It's
Anwar,
just a multiplication.
yeah, it's just multiplication. You're right. See, it's just the same way, whatever you're doing. 1 into 0, 0, 1 into 0, 0. 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 1 is 1. So other places for 0, everything. We just leave one's place, tens place, right? The same way. Just like how we do normal multiplication, then how we do addition, the same thing is happening here. Right? Is it fine, Mahi?
Yes.
Okay. So to multiply two
Yeah,
n-bit numbers.
I
Yeah.
think there is something to be learned on the addition. No?
Okay. What do you mean? What do you want? So if 1 plus 1 is
If
basically
you
10.
add up from top to bottom,
Okay.
so it's all coming all right except the last three digits.
Uh, I'm not.
0 1 0 become 1. Then 1 1 1 becomes 0 here. Where is that?
111 becomes 0 here.
Yeah. The last bit, third digit, where it is 1 1 becomes 0 here.
So you wanted to learn how the binary
No,
addition
no,
is
no.
happening.
I'm just getting clarified. Is it correct or it is something issue?
Okay. 1 minute. I'll just take simple example and finish it off.
Yeah, simple. Okay.
Okay. So 101011 10. I'm taking it. Okay. So this is of same. Okay. So nothing. You just need to come from the last. Okay.
Yeah.
So adding 0 plus 0, it is 0.
0.
Right. So then 1 plus 1, it is actually 2. But in binary, you should say it as 10. Like 10. So you will put 0 here and 1 will be on the borrowing. We'll borrow it, right?
Okay.
So I mean carry over, we can say like that. Okay. So 1 is there at the top on the carry and 1 is at the bottom. So 1 plus 1 is
1.
1. So sorry, 1 plus 1 is 10, right? So 0 and 1 is on the carry.
Okay.
All right. So we have one carry. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is so 10. Like, it will come like, see, ones and zeros will keep on repeating. Okay. So if you have 3, you should get the binary representation of 3. All right. So what is the binary representation of 3?
Now
It is
1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, is it? So
correct.
then we go on the binary representation. Huh?
Yes. So binary representation of 3 is 11.
1 1 11.
Okay. So I put 1 and the 1 is on the carry, right? Oh my god. So for that, 1 is, since 1 is on the carry, 1
Yeah.
plus 0 plus 0 is 1.
1.
Apology.
Then 1 0.
Yeah. So 101. Correct. So that is how it is
1
going to be. Okay. Shall we move further? Now we don't have
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, that's fine. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So adding up the partial products to cumulative sum is big O of n. So what is partial products? I think these are the partial products. 36 and 12. We are partially part from making the product, right? So adding it up is going to be like just the length of it. So 6 plus 3, like these can be represented in terms of the lists, um and then it can be added. Let's not go into the complex.
Gokul, I
Yeah.
have pasted that copy link which Afnan has sent in this course. You try that. That is giving a picture explanation. I don't know whether you got it. It's clearly given in the.
Yeah, Gokul, are you talking about that
Multiplication. um, hmm, am I audible, guys? Others?
Sorry, I was
Afternoon, yeah, I think there is a network issue from your side, or is it from my side?
a good
Picture,
representation.
yeah, understanding.
Yeah, I can
Can you
maybe I can
post a
paste it. Actually, I joined with
picture?
my phone, so I'm not having discourse access.
We got it.
Immediately. Yeah, this one.
This picture is clear, Gokul. It is explaining how the n is reduced completely. See that 16-digit multiplication is gone to 9-digit.
Okay.
This is very clear, Gokul. I just got it from this only.
Can someone explain this to everyone? So we got the traditional way. That's okay.
Yeah, traditional we are multiplying 4 into 4. That is kind of see here in the last step before the previous the pink one, no? Each number is multiplied with 4 digits. So you have to do coming down, Gokul, come down, more down. Yeah, that area. See, when you're multiplying 4 digits, see, you have to do 16-digit multiplication, right?
Okay. So we are trying to multiply 202531 into
Yeah.
1467.
In a traditional method, gives kind of 16 single-digit multiplication.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
we do,
Basically
right?
4 into 4. Right. You have to do so many
Yeah.
things.
So this is a time complexity is very high, right? N square, n into n.
Yeah. Okay.
So this Karatsuba is helping the 16 into it's reducing to 9.
Okay.
how it is showing it. Maybe you can example is above also we can take. Go above,
Yeah,
one
that
step above.
25
Yeah,
example 25 into 63,
25
that
square.
one
Yeah,
is easy to understand. Yeah.
So
So what
basically,
we're
we are
doing
it
is
splitting that
explains
number
everything.
into 4 parts, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we are multiplying the left
Then,
two parts, the right two parts.
and right
Multiply
two
the
parts.
tens and multiply the ones.
Yeah, and then
So once
added part.
we Yes, so once we have that left part and right part, so in between we have to calculate another two, right? In the traditional way, that
Okay.
2 into 3 and 6 into 5, this C
Mhm.
and D in the above picture.
So
So
add
that we
them.
don't need to. Yeah,
Okay.
these two multiplications, as you can see in the above picture, C and D. So
Okay.
2 into 3 and 6 into 5. That we don't need to do. What we do is, instead of doing that, we sum the digits. And after summing, we multiply, and then we subtract out the other. That is the, if you could write it also in the formula way, you'll be able to get that, right? That is like A plus B into C plus D, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then once we get that, we'll get something like that expanded form, and then we subtract out the other two parts which have already calculated that 12 into and 15, we have already calculated that. We just subtract that, and we get the middle part also without actually doing the multiplication. So that is the key idea.
Okay.
Mm. And then
So
and then we just perform that addition finally. This is the same thing, that partial product thing that we were talking about.
all right. So I
Yeah.
understood. Let's try to implement it here. Okay. Let's take two numbers. All right. So 26 multiplied by 47. So Mahi, can you tell me immediately? No, right? Hey, sorry, Mahi. Like I'm not trying to.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's come to
No.
the, like, let's not go to the, like, we'll use for the calculator for the normal method. So let's do the correct or whatever the algorithm it is. All right. So first step is what? What is the first step?
Into 4.
Multiply the ones digit. Huh?
The first left side and the right side, kind of like that.
Okay, okay. So we'll divide it into 4 parts. So I'll write it like that. Okay. 2, 6, 4,
4, 7,
7.
7.
So we have the 4 different parts. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 into 4.
Then we need to do what?
2 into 4. The left
Good.
multiplication, the right. 2 into 4.
Okay. I'll write the steps, Uma. So it'll be
Okay.
split up into 4 parts. Right? Okay. So so what are we doing? Second point is multiply left
2 into 4. Yeah. 2 into 4.
and the right separately. Right?
Yeah.
So just pay attention to that number of multiplications we are doing. So here we have left and right, so two multiplications we have till now.
Okay. Okay. So
Only.
the left
Yeah.
so the left multiplication is gonna give us, so I'm gonna put L equals, what is the left multiplication? Mahi, can you tell me what is 2 into 4?
48.
8, right? So for the right hand side, can you tell me, like, 6 into 7 it is going to be
42.
42, right? Great. Okay, so we multiply the left and we multiply the right. So next what we should do, sum up the digits, I think, right?
Yes, correct, correct. Both above and below. We'll sum
Okay,
up the digits,
so
so it will
sum up
become 8 and 11.
digits as rows, I'll say, something like that, or whatever.
Yes,
So the first one is going to be 8.
8,
Second one is
11,
going to be 13.
11, and
Oh,
then
sorry,
we
11,
multiply
11. I'm
these.
sorry. Yeah,
11,
11.
yeah, and then we will multiply these two, so we get 88.
Okay, wait. So next point is multiply the digits.
And now we have three multiplications in total.
Multiply the digits. So multiplying the digits of the sum. Okay, multiplying the sum of
No,
digits,
no,
isn't
no.
it?
That whatever the sum you got, that you'll just multiply it
Yeah, basically
generally. I
sum
mean,
of the
like
digits, right?
the usual way. Yeah, sum of the digits. Yeah, yeah.
This is 88. I'm getting 88.
80. Yeah, it's correct. Okay.
So next.
Next, what you do is you just have to put the numbers in order and then do some addition and subtraction. You'll get that. So,
Okay.
um so how do we put it? Like in the picture, you can also see how they've assembled it.
hmm Avengers assemble. Huh?
Yeah. You have to go one digit away, I think.
Okay, let's go like this. Uh, so basically the tens digit should come to the top. Okay. or
So the leftmost part, if I can say like that, is
mhm.
coming to the top, and then we are leaving the space for two digits there.
Acha, okay.
Yeah, that also is a possible
Tens,
way to look at it.
ones. This is basically, I
And
mean,
then this middle part is actually the middle one that we have. So okay, there is one
one
immediate,
other step
sorry,
we forgot.
intermediate step we are missing out on this. So
Mhm.
the product
Subtract.
that we got, that 88 in our case, we'll
Mhm.
subtract the other two left and right multiplications that we got, so as to get the actual middle that should be there.
Okay, so subtract
Left and right
left and right from
from
product.
the product of the sum of the
We'll
digits
put the
that we got.
products. Yeah, right. So which
Yeah,
is
I'll
going to
just call
be
it the 88 minus
left sum is
what
8,
do we have? 8,
8,
and then we have this
42,
42. So what do we get here?
50, 38.
38, yeah.
30. All right, then we'll do the assembly that we're doing.
All right.
So the left product comes up in the first row, the second one leaving one space, that is the middle part,
Mhm.
the product, and the last one is
Left,
the right, left, middle, and right.
but it's always going to be the same, right? Middle.
Same. That is the same thing. Yeah. Even if you write it in this A, B, C, D form, and then you see what is actually happening mathematically,
Mhm.
that expansion and formula wise, you'll be able to see it very clearly that that multiplication is implicitly happening when we do that A plus B into C plus
Okay.
D. What we are doing is we are just avoiding that extra multiplication by having this subtraction. So this is the key idea. Right, we
Mhm.
have the left and right already computed, and we just subtract it from the sum so as to save one multiplication. Here we are actually, if you see, basically we are reducing one multiplication only.
So
Had it been the naive case, it would have been n squared, which is like,
cannot put directly 800 here. It's going to be the same,
sorry,
right? Still,
yeah, I think it should be, yeah,
going to be
yeah,
the same.
maybe you can put it like that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we should give two
In this
spaces.
case, we are
Yeah.
saving on world multiplication, but what happens is that as the number of digits grow larger and larger, you will get multiplied savings, right? So that Karatsuba is, I think, n to the power of 1.58, which is slightly better than, not slightly, I mean, in fact, significantly better than the naive multiplication method
Mhm.
that we have.
So,
That
so, so
n
let's
square,
let's let's finish it up. 38. Then what is
yeah,
the next one? It is right, basically.
42.
right, yeah.
So 42.
And
So
then we sum up that.
did I do it right? So I'll just take one step. All right. So this looks okay, I think. Right? Roshan?
Yeah, maybe you can sum it up and see what we're getting. And then we will verify it using the calculator also.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
just to be sure.
if you sum it up, we have.
8, 8, 3.
Let's come from the last now. Two.
Yeah, 2. Okay. 8, 4 is 12. So we get
12.
2. 1 is carried over.
Yeah.
That is 4.
4.
And 8 is like
9.
as it is.
No, oh, sorry,
Is
sorry. Yeah.
there a carry over here also?
8, 8,
No,
8.
no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
8, 8. Yeah. And then you can
So,
just multiply it out to see what we
right.
get.
I know what are we trying to do multiply here initially? Huh. 26 times 47. What?
No, something is wrong. I think that assembly part we missed on that part actually. I
What
think
tell
that
me?
arrangement is not correct, I believe.
Yeah, don't put zero, Gokul. Maybe put
800. First
Okay.
should be 800.
Left, right,
Mhm.
correct.
It
Okay.
should be.
So I need to give one space here, right? Basically.
yeah.
Okay. So
and
for
then
this,
and then this one two spaces after, yeah, similar to this. So
okay.
still we'll be getting 8 only, no, in the start, but it should not be the case. 26 into
2.
47, somewhere we are going wrong, but what
Yeah.
is
38 should be
sorry,
below 8.
sorry.
Sorry.
The 8, there 8, 8 plus 3 should be there.
5 plus 3.
Okay,
800 plus 380 plus 042.
Let's come back here. Hey, Afran,
okay.
I can see that
so
there are
yeah, please, what is that?
no. See, look at this.
No, no.
There are
Okay, okay,
two
you
two
continue.
spaces here. Afran.
Mhm. Which case you're talking about?
See, is my pointer visible?
Perhaps I'm not able to see it. No. Yeah,
So
yeah,
G,
it is
I'm
now
pointing it
visible.
over G. Is it
No, no.
seen?
So this that shaded region that you're talking about, this is another different multiplication that we're doing, and they are showing us how to do that recursive application of Karatsuba to get an overall, efficient algorithm. But that is, that is for larger numbers. We are just talking about this 25 into 63, that above case, no.
Acha,
So
okay.
in the case of 4 digits, actually, what happens is that the base case is whenever we get the, four, 2563, we have four. Now you can do it like, because if you divide it further, then you get an O of one multiplication, right? So that is
Hmm.
the base case. But
Actually, what
as
is happening? Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
The the multiplication 2 by 6 is resulting in 12. So they are taking 12 like that. And in our case, it was resulting in the single digit 8. So we should take that 8 above 3.
it should be 08, right? Yeah,
08,
correct,
right?
correct. Okay, okay, got it. Because that was 2 digits, so you were starting like that. Correct now.
Okay.
08, so
So I mean, let me
if you
just
add,
clean all these things. All right. I'm gonna
okay, sure.
nice one.
Thanks, Nikhil, for that. I think that was the mistake.
So what was it?
So we are putting 8 there, no, in the assembly part. So that 8, actually there should be a 0 prepended before 8, actually. So that is 08. Just to, make it above, what is that? 3. So 8 plus 3 should be 0. Yeah, yeah, it is correct now. Now you can add up and see what we get.
Mhm. So it's like 12. Am I right?
Okay, 2,
Yeah, that's the answer.
Yes, that sounds.
two,
Okay.
8 4 2. Okay, 8 3.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
1
what is the
triple 2.
mistake that I made?
Yeah, it's correct now. No, that was, I think, just for the arrangement part. I think Nikhil explained it very well.
So how are you supposed to arrange it? That's my question now.
So now arrangement is correct. So what I was trying to say, to kind of make it easy, see what happens is that the first row you put the left part, okay, and
Okay.
then you do an imaginary, not imaginary, you do an actual gap of 1 digit, right? Whatever you have, you do it 1 digit, right? So always take it as two, right? Maybe two digits, or whatever the largest is, you always take it like that, right? So that will be easier to arrange, because see, the largest among these partial products is of two digits. So
Okay.
what we'll do is we'll take single one as 08, so that to make it easier, right? Because it will like
After shall
help
we
us in
try this? So we have a bigger, larger number, right?
You can also say like this, no, Afnan. It is not
yeah,
800, it is 80 in this case. So when Gokul
not
put in
80, is 08, no,
no,
not
no, yeah, yeah,
80.
but when the Gokul referred as 8, it becomes 800, right? That is not the case, right? You should be careful about that, right?
Huh.
Now
Exactly,
it is
exactly.
80, but
Hmm.
when the Gokul
Hmm.
placed it, it looks like
Yeah, okay,
80.
okay.
So the
Yeah, if
80
we
should
put
not
08,
come
it
there.
will be 80. Yeah.
And
800
it
and
should,
80, there's a difference.
so
Or,
that
Correct.
we
or,
should
or
also,
basically or basically we can say like this also we can put, right? So first we'll put the right hand side. Okay. Just above that we'll put, we can write
Hmm.
this whatever is there, right? So I was saying like
Yeah,
um
gap of 1 digit, basically, that we
correct,
usually do also in our
42,
calculations.
and then we shall put just like how we do multiplication, right? 38. Then what do we have? It is just 8.
If
Uh,
you use yeah,
yeah. I mean, so we basically leave two dashes. I mean, why is it not?
yeah,
Why it's going up? I'll put a
the
hyphen.
100, yeah, the 100 place is basically whatever you have as the largest, right?
Correct.
So if you have the largest one, I mean, among the number of digits only as one, right? I mean, like 1 plus 8 or something like that, 1 digit only,
Hmm.
then you'll not have this problem. This is happening only because of the fact that we have one multiplication which is 8, which is of single digit, whereas the other two are of 2 digits each. That is why. So I was saying that maybe you can always take it as larger, so as to kind of normalize, right? So if it is 2, then we'll make sure that we'll prepend a 0 always. That'll help us, right? If it is 3 digits, then for single digit it'll be 008 or whatever digit that is number.
After we can write like this. See, one hyphen, just like how we do multiplication, right?
Yeah, that is also a good way
So
to.
this would avoid all the confusions that we are having. Uma,
okay, how did you do?
no, I just came from the right, like bottom.
Okay,
So
adding,
42,
okay.
42, one hyphen, then 38, then one hyphen,
Yeah, yeah, that's totally.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah, that
okay,
is that is correct.
this is easier, right? So I was just like wanted to do it again with for 98 comma 76.
Maybe in this case, what happens is, Google, sorry to interrupt, is that that left comes down, right, and the right goes up, perhaps the product in the sense of products, and the middle remains the middle. Is that correct?
uh Here, right?
Because
Yeah,
initially, yeah, because initially we were putting 8 above, so that was the left part, left multiplication, left product,
mm-hmm.
and the 47 is the right product, I believe, and we were putting it at the last. Now you have changed the order in some sense,
Correct,
but
correct.
that doesn't matter because it is addition, so either way it will be correct.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This
All
is
right.
how we have practiced from our childhood, right?
Yeah, 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 exactly, exactly. That is the way we
So
put
this
it.
will be ideal. All right. So let's do this now.
That
98
is
76.
essentially what happens in Karatsuba. So that is the same thing. But if you
Correct.
see it in the code, it will look as if it is something complicated. But then, yeah,
Ha, ha. So once we know this logic, then automatically we'll go to the
yeah,
code also.
yeah, it will be easier to understand.
Yeah, Ravina, you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to ask from Afnan that more than 2 digits, how it will be
Yes. So what happens is
calculated.
that maybe it is 4 digits. Let's take it as 4 digits. Then we'll divide it, right? So there'll be two parts. One of 4 digits and 4 digits. So in total there'll be 8 digits, right? Four in the first row, four in the second row. So what do we have then? We'll divide from the middle in some sense. So we'll get 25. In this case, you can see that 25, 31, 14, and 67. And then we will call that same recursively. And
Acha.
finally we'll add up.
Okay. Tell me something.
Oh,
So
no,
this.
I want to ask how we will assemble them. Like,
Okay.
how
Only
we
the
will
assembly
do
part you're
that.
asking, huh?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Okay, assembly for 4 digits, no? All right.
Yeah, she's talking about assembly for 4 digits.
Okay, yeah. So you actually gave a very good method actually in this living spaces there. So that I think is should be clear, but maybe we can revise it for longer digits. Sorry, larger digits also, just to
Tell
make
me,
it
Afrin.
clear.
Tell me, Afrin. What to do? So we have all the,
So
whatever. Suppose we are. I mean, we have the
yeah,
multiplication.
G maybe we can try with G. No, G we can try to assemble ourselves and see how it is getting here. So 350, 2109, and
Correct.
2077. So
So
how it
the
is
first
being
first is
arranged.
supposed to be right. Hmm? So I don't have my pen, so that's why my writing is slow. I adjusted. So 7 7. Right, Afnan? That's right. This is what supposed to be.
Uh, Correct. Seven
So now
seven.
I can see that they are giving two dashes.
Yeah, you have to give it.
So it's like four dashes at the top.
Mhm.
See?
That is why I was starting from the top. Sorry,
Acha, okay.
but then no, that is also fine. I mean, I was thinking along the lines that in the first one we'll put it as it is, without any space, and then in the next one we put one space. In the next one, next to that, next to next, it will be three spaces. So you can see that this is one space. Second one is two spaces. The third one, whatever that will be, potentially that will be three spaces. So zero space, one space, two space, like that.
Mm-hmm.
In that way you can also look at it, but if you see it in the reverse order,
So
then perhaps
Afnan,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah,
So there is a possibility that this multiplication could be less. So probably like I'm saying that it could be 100, right? When it comes 10 and 10. Ideally, is it possible to go less than that also? Yes, obviously, right? It's possible when you have
no,
zero
I
9 and 08.
mm, and like in this case, like in our case, we saw that it was 8, right? So 8 was less than whatever was below. Is that what you're saying?
Hmm. Okay, maybe you can say I'm
So,
not able
so
to
yeah,
understand.
so in that case, what do we do? Yeah, actually, I told it earlier also that maybe you can prepend zeros, right? So as to make it everything even, like in this case, we have 350, so and 2109 and 2077. You can see that the that largest number of digits is 4 here. So what we can do is everything that is not 4, we'll just prepend zeros before that number. It will not change it, but then it will make it easier to arrange them,
Sure,
right? In
okay,
this case,
okay.
we can, yeah, that is what I'm saying, to make it equal. The number of
Uh,
digits we can make it equal by prepending zeros, right? It will not
okay.
affect the number, but then it will be easier to arrange.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, that was my initial thought process.
Okay.
but
So
but then there are other ways also to
I can
arrange it.
I want to say something. So since we have 350, like a number of cases, like that's fine. So for 350, it's like we have a dot, and then we have 350, and then 1 2 3 4, like four dots, right? So probably it's like,
Right.
so I can clearly see that we are making up equivalent to 4. Like it's a A cross
Yeah,
B matrix.
yeah, exactly. That is what.
So if we have like 1,000, like 1,350, we'll put 1 here. We should make sure that it is in that order, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Because then if it is equal, like of equal lengths at least, then it will
Mhm.
be easier to kind of arrange also, no?
Yeah.
And then you can make sure that that strategy now works very well, right? So you have
Mhm.
zeros, so everything is of equal length, assuming that we have 4 4 4, everything is 4, right? So you
Mhm.
have 0 3 5 0 2 1 0 9 and 2077. Then what you do is you keep writing the numbers, only make sure that the next row you go to the next row and then you increase one space, then you count down one row and then you make increase one space.
Mhm.
That way you can do, that is the mechanical way to do that, I believe.
All right.
Does that is that helpful?
Ravina is asking you.
Yes, thank you,
Okay, okay,
Afnan.
thanks.
Yeah. So.
But the way Google you explained also, that also was kind of okay, because then you have this order interchange, but doesn't matter because you have, it is addition, so it will work either way, right?
Mhm.
That I think was also because we can relate it to that multiplication by that we do by
Correct.
hand, no?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So that is also a good way.
Mhm.
Okay, carry on. Yeah, sure.
Great. I think that's all for today. Let's just summarize, not summarize. Like let's plan for the next session. So what's up with the next session? So we have this that, but MOM is also kind of important. MOM recursion trees. Hey, hereafter, whatever is gonna come, it's gonna be like theory intensive. The core PDSA, they will say core data structures. And the medium level is gone. Now we have like advanced levels, dynamic programming, memorization. These are also there, and even eighth week we have so many things. So what do you guys want to do next? I mean, we're just I'm just planning to. Uma, are you here still? Uma,
Yeah,
Anwar,
yeah.
everyone.
Actually, MOM is discussed in programming assignment. So
All
if you
right.
don't have time, I need to watch completely. I think we can also join there and watch in
Mhm.
YouTube.
So the exam is on 20th. Okay. So this weekend, this week completely we leave it for I mean, how many week? Okay. So starting from Sunday. So starting from Sunday, Tuesday and Friday, we'll have 3 sessions for revision. What do you say, Uma? That would help us, right? We'll
Three
solve the
session for
previous questions.
3 session for quiz
Yeah, quiz
revision.
revision.
Okay, yeah.
Fine. 3 sessions should be
This is
enough.
the non-programming part, no? The
Yeah,
programming part will
non-programming part.
yeah. And what is there on fourth and fifth? I saw in the calendar something in the fourth and fifth. Anybody
Fourth
has
and
any
fifth is
idea?
OPP like for other subjects.
And what is in December? Is OPP for
December,
Python and DBS.
yeah, December we have once again. Let me just open it now. What do you say? Latest
Yeah, for
update.
PDSA OPP is 27th, right?
Yeah, and he was
If you
saying
go
some.
on that latest updates
Yeah,
page,
I'm here. Important dates, right? Important dates for September.
yeah, important dates, right?
Shh. Shh.
For PDSA, it is only 27th of November.
Yeah, so nothing here, bro. What do you say?
Can you scroll up, please? It's there's nothing on November 4th. Yeah, here it is. November 4th and 5th, it is there, no?
No, that is for Python, must be, not for us. For us,
Uh,
only 27th of December, some date.
The Python and the foundation, is it?
Not just
Yeah.
that. So other subjects are also there, like
So they
oth-
have given,
The
they must be
Java
given
But
for
they
OPT.
didn't tell about any subject, no. That's where the confusion is.
no, no,
you should
that's
you
okay.
should not check here. You should check your particular
Yeah,
subject
yeah.
relevant
You
thing.
check
Oh, the
in
subject
grading.
calendar, it is that that's the governing one, not this one, no?
The grading
You
documents you
have,
should search. I
yeah,
think.
if you go to
Okay.
grading document, you can see for PDSA it is only 27th and December 4th, something like that.
Yeah, I'm interested only in DBMS and PDSA, but yeah, both are not there on November 4th and 5th.
Mhm.
That's an
So,
image Google, so I think you'll not be able to search it like that. It is at the extreme, bottom, so you can go there.
Here,
Okay.
see, for PDSA it is 27th.
27th, yeah.
Here, right? I mean,
You scroll up. No. Like at the end of the page, basically.
this is also there. See.
Okay, here it is also there. No,
Mm-hmm.
no. Actually, there is this schedule for every subject. You can see that.
Yeah, what is
There's this.
next one? DBMS? Just go down, go
Here,
down.
here,
Yeah.
here. You have this. Diploma level above that. That yeah, this one. Here
Mhm.
you can see for every subject and the dates also.
Oh, okay. There's another. Why do we put it in too many places? And I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. So let's come back to the point where we are talking
Yeah,
about.
that's fine. Yeah, thank you.
Like,
Thank you so much.
yeah, fine. So we'll keep 3 sessions to revise for quiz 2. All right. So the theory, I mean, the 1 mark, 1 word questions or something like that. MCQs. So if that is the case, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions up for to complete week 9, guys.
Yeah.
Right. So next
But
session, what are we going to do?
but the portion is up to week 8, is it, for
Yeah,
20th exam?
Subramaniam. The portion is up to week 8, but you know what? Right after
Yeah,
this, this week
yeah,
you need to focus on programming part.
yeah. Very
Right.
less time. So we
Now,
have to cover the ninth week also.
Anyway, we are submitting assignment before the exam,
yes.
ninth week.
So, so I'm coming say back again. So this week we are going to focus only on programming, which means we are not going for week 10. Or is week 10 also involved into the programming, guys?
Yes, yes.
Oh my God.
Only week 9, only week 10. So the next week, you can't go too many days further. We have to finish the week 10 also, maybe in a short program.
Then that if that is what gonna happen, then we have to finish up week 9 and a little bit 1 or 2 concepts of week 10 should be done because
I think
then
week 10 and those weeks are not that tough, I felt. It is not bad,
no
actually.
only till week
So,
10. Week 11 nothing is there. Like week 10 is nothing is there.
So we don't have an exam revision plan on the theory part.
Sorry, Subramaniam, repeat.
We don't have an exam revision plan. We focus entirely on the programming part. So we don't spend any time on the theory part.
That's what I'm telling you now. We are spending some time from on 13th, 15th, and 17th. The last week for
On
the
the
quiz.
on the theory part, is it?
Yeah, on the theory part.
Okay. Perfect.
Then
Thank you.
this whole week, then 3 more sessions for programming. Like we'll solve the PPAs, GRPAs. But by this, I think if that is the case, then you guys, if you are okay, next 2 sessions we'll take week 9. The next 2 sessions we'll complete week 10. I mean, not completing
Okay.
the concepts. We'll try to get understand something. Okay,
yeah.
that's
So
what we can
10,
do.
I think after these things will not be that bad, I think. It will be okay, easy to
Yeah,
understand.
after 10th week, nothing is there. But Uma, this 10th week is also hard. Seriously, 10th week is also hard. Rabin Kirk, Boyer Moore, so many things
No,
are there.
no, Gokul, I don't know. So theory, I'm not finding as hard as this eighth week
Ah, that's
because
agreed.
it's just scrolling up and down. It is very easy. Even the
Yeah,
coding is not
yeah, it's
the
understandable. We can
memorization.
say like it's understandable.
Yeah. Only this part, the closest pair. Nothing will be tougher than this, I think. I
Okay,
feel.
okay. So next session we'll start with week 9. What do you guys suggest? Anyhow, week deadline is gone, right? So tomorrow is the deadline. And when is the submission for week 9, guys? Is it on the
Sunday,
Sunday?
I think so. I
Ninth,
think.
ninth.
9th? That's what the Sunday. No, not the Sunday. The next Wednesday. Huh? Yeah. Okay. But still, we have to finish up week 9 also. 9 and 10. So tomorrow, I mean, the next session we'll start with week 9. What do you guys say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, we're not gonna go much. So there are like six lectures. Probably we'll try to cover 3 lectures, right? So the next 3 lectures will be on the next. Like, try to come looking at the lectures of these. All right. At
Okay.
least for the theory
All
part.
right.
Okay. Chalo.
So when is the next session?